Welcome everyone to Side Draft, and today we have a great story to tell.
Once upon a time.
We are back from our trip from North Wilkesboro. Who would have thought we would be saying that?
Yeah.
I mean, the Speedway, you can go to North Wilkesboro anytime you want, but the Speedway has been revived. It is back.
It is alive!
It's alive! It's been restored.
There's really hardly anything in North Wilkesboro besides the Speedway.
And man, it was an experience.
Yeah, it's definitely a new experience.
It was like a roller coaster.
It was a roller coaster, and we're gonna rewind it back. We're gonna take
2 in the morning.
Let's walk you through our adventure.
I woke up.
I woke up. I'm not gonna go through everything. I woke up and had some breakfast. It was nice.
I didn't have breakfast. We didn't have breakfast.
All right, but anyways, the day.
It's Saturday morning.
It was a brisk Saturday morning.
It was like overcast.
These two didn't get any biscuits. For
You're still mad about that?
For us.
Okay. So.
We had an hour.
So we do have family that lives closer to North Wilkesboro.
Which it takes us an hour to get there.
And the way with all the parking and stuff, we had to carpool. So
yeah, we carpooled because let's just go from the family. So we went and met them.
We don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Why are you like a heckler on all these things?
We had to meet them so we can all
making it more fun.
We had to go meet them so we can carpool to the track. But yeah, it was kind of cool that day. And felt very nice for a race.
Yeah, it felt like the Charlotte Roval morning of that. Like it's cold, or Martinsville. That's really cold there, but it kind of felt like that.
It kind of felt like we was going to Martinsville because we go up there.
Yeah, once we got to their house, I live up there close to Wilkesboro, and I was like, I don't know if I need a jacket today or not.
Yeah.
It was pretty chilly.
But it's always pretty chilly up there.
So we got all our stuff packed up in the car.
We were packed in there.
Yes, and was heading close to the track because the parking for North Wilkesboro is very limited.
Yeah, it's
most of it's just fields and it's just really don't have a real big. I don't even have a parking lot. So we're here at the Blue Lot. We're getting ready to get on the bus.
You want a bag of
into the track. NASCAR thought up some good things, and there's the old Lowe's office. I won't say distribution because, but no, it's the old Lowe's home improvement office parking lot, which is like 8 miles from the track. And I was like, 8 miles from the track?
So if you missed the bus, you got a long walk to the track.
Yes.
Which also the bus, they told us that they was gonna stop at 10:30 at night. And we was like,
get on the bus.
So all day long we was kind of worried about getting.
It was like we don't have nobody to call.
Asked drivers if they would pick us up and stuff. If we didn't make it.
But I mean, the traffic wasn't really bad. I mean, I was really surprised. I mean, I know it was the truck race that day, but still, I think everybody.
We didn't go to the Cup.
I think a lot of people were going to be there, but really the traffic wasn't bad that morning. We got to the parking lot and they parked us.
We went through this maze.
Yeah, it's a long maze down to the end, but
we thought we was going to be in those crappy buses.
Yeah, I thought we'd be in some kind of school bus or some kind of old rundown bus, but we walked around the corner and what is charter buses.
I was like, man,
NASCAR just throws it all out there. We got charter buses.
We got treated like royalty out there.
Yeah,
we had like an escort in a limo. It seemed like, but no, it was a very nice bus.
Very nice,
comfortable seats, and you almost like, man, I wish this lasted longer. It's pretty nice.
And then driving to the track, it really didn't take that long.
No.
Like I said, the traffic wasn't really bad. And
bus driver's crazy, about killed us a couple times. No.
Riding the bus, it felt like riding on a boat. You just kind of swaying back and forth.
And we sat in the very back.
Yeah. I mean, this is a pretty full bus.
Yeah, it was pretty full.
So we get to the track.
We're there.
We're there.
We gotta walk.
Here we are. Here's the montage of us walking. Now, the walk.
Just got off the bus. 10-mile walk. Did everybody get everything? So
Which, let me tell you, we walked by the drivers' motor coaches.
Yeah, so
And it wasn't a terrible
it
walk.
wasn't a terrible walk. I mean, most of it was downhill, so
Like you go to Charlotte and you're like, man, I'm tired. I just want to go home by this point. And no, it was actually a pretty enjoyable walk. You got to we went over the bridge,
we
saw
across the
some
bridge up
cars.
421, so it was
And,
pretty neat.
You know, I got to see some like cool historic things going to the track for the bus ride, and then you know get a good look of the track as you go. I mean, it's literally right there. So
I don't know where you're going.
well, you know, like Charlotte, you gotta walk all the way from the drag strip all the way up to the track, and it's like
All uphill and pavement, and
it's
you
like this
also-
one. It's not as much uphill. I mean, there's a couple places, but it was actually an enjoyable walk.
and then they parked the motor homes right there off the road. They got it blocked off, but you can see it and just walk around there. And
Yeah, spot somebody. We're like, we didn't.
Then we made our way.
made our way up there to the
The nightmare.
check your tickets.
Now, this is the part where we hit a roadblock.
So far we're very excited to get to
We're
the track.
happy,
We're very
excited.
happy.
And then the staff had happen. They were rude.
The staff was the worst part of the weekend.
Because they was
Uh,
rude. They didn't
probably.
have no manners or anything. They didn't
They,
know how to say please or, you
The
know.
way they talk to you is like you're just like cattle or something. Like get on, you know. So
And you try to follow directions and then like they want you to do this
it's like
something
they
else.
change up what they want, and
Yeah, the problem was,
Unorganized.
let me put a picture here for you. So we carry backpacks, and they're like
See-through.
they're mesh, so you can see through the thing because
You should know. They should know because you know we bought them on
Yeah.
this blog, on one blog.
the bag we had to get. So it's technically clear.
Which you can see what's in
You
it.
can see what's in it. So
it's a net. So
it's going to have to do.
try to make it easy for the staff to see through them and check the bags, and you got to go and open everything up and throw everything out. So I had some drinks and stuff that's a little heavier, so I carried it, and my wife
I
carried
was
one
carrying
with
the
the radios.
I had a good bag.
So she had her pocketbook and the backpack, and so
And
I
also-
done went through, and the lady's like, "You need to move over here," and I was like, "Okay," but you know, I was trying
Okay.
to help
And
my wife.
also, we have a family member that can't go through metal detectors.
Yes, NASCAR needs to kind of to have some kind of policy where somebody may have a medical issue where they can't go through metal detectors and may have stents or something like that that will kind of mess them up really bad.
And also, they had a card
So
that's saying that they can't go through.
which
So listen,
they let him go around. So it was,
and it, look, he gave the bag to our mom.
and so she has 3 bags. So I'm trying to help her, and they're like, if you got headphones in there, you need to take them out. So you know.
That's what we was doing.
So I was trying to help the man take the headphones out, and no, I gotta check the bag. I'm just trying to follow your directions, man. I'm trying to help you.
He's always complaining about something.
You know, so they got some weird communication.
And also, if they can't see through a see-through bag, then they
And
need
we had
help.
some issues with the scanner trying to scan my tickets.
And the woman wanted to get snappy.
She was getting kind of snappy, but once we got past that, it was a pretty enjoyable
We
day.
went to get our food because we haven't ate.
That pretty much put us in an ill mood
Yeah, I was getting ill.
after that. And
I was hungry and ill, and it was like,
So we was on the back stretch where our seats was. So went up the stairs, and we didn't have a very far walk to get to it. So
And
we
also-
decided to go get food first.
and the food was great. It was
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
I had
But
a
the
corn
people that was selling the food was also rude.
they wanted us to get out when we were ordering, waiting for
I
our
was trying to
food.
order our food, and they told us, get out of the way.
See,
So,
the problem was trying to get there before qualifying, but we didn't get there till at the very end of qualifying. So once we was ordering our food, qualifying ended.
The last guy took the lap.
Yeah,
when
and so everybody runs to the food line and not food line, but the line to get the food.
We were lying to get the food. You don't gotta lie.
But anyway, so everybody goes run.
It was there first.
Get food.
Get out the way.
There's nobody there at first, but you know. But we get our food. We go
We went
sit
to
down
to eat.
So then we got to calm down. We got to eat our food. Cheeseburger was really great, by the way. Would eat it again.
My corn dog was good, but the fries need a little work on that.
I had the chicken and fries. I gotta say, the chicken was good.
Chicken was really good.
I was scared to eat the chicken
I hope it was Tyson chicken.
I believe so.
because I didn't know if I was allergic to it. So.
So,
And then after I ate, I had binoculars.
so here's some clips of Emily
Stalking
stalking
drivers.
drivers. Some of it maybe me as well.
Here's the thing. I had to take my glasses off because, you know, I have to put this headset on. So I was like, okay, I'm going to use the binoculars to see who I see, you know, because that's the exciting thing. Which also, I didn't think this one person that went through, I thought I wouldn't be able to see him, but he was there. It was
There he
Noah.
is. Noah Gregson.
I spotted him.
I spy. No,
So, you know, had to wait an hour before the truck race started, and which the seats we were in were very
We got to talk to some
uncomfortable,
drivers.
to say the least.
So once we got sit in our seats, and we was at the track back in August when it first opened up again, and I got to say from August to now, and the changes that NASCAR's done is like, wow! It's like this place is amazing. You know, I mean, they repaved the whole inside of not inside the track, but in the garage area.
Yeah.
And
They fixed the speakers.
Pit road.
And they put new lights up, and even like
Because like in August, you couldn't hardly hear any of the speakers.
you know, and like some of the we call them, I guess they're condos or whatever, but you know, back in August it was kind of like busted windows and falling apart, and man, they just did an amazing job on fixing this stuff up, and in August, you know, they had these little makeshift lights, you know, temporary lights, but now they put this LED lights up and it lit up the place great, and this is amazing. I was just like night and day from August to now. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they did a bunch of work, and I've been by this track hundreds of times, you know, going down 421 saying, man, I'd love to go to a race like there again, and many years, and then I just really amazed to get to go there to a race again. So,
Yeah. I mean, family's got some history there, but you know, we ourselves have never got to go to a
Like
race there.
our mom and her family went when they was
yeah, it's kind
younger.
of bittersweet for her because her dad would take them to the track when they was younger, and which they would sit over in turn 3, and it's kind of sad for her because, you know, her dad's gone now, and those kind of memories, and she got to meet Davey Allison there and give him a rose, and so but she made some new memories now, so it's happy memories, so it's kind of bittersweet for her. But it was the first time I got to go to a NASCAR race there, so I was very excited.
Yeah.
And also we got to talk to people from all over.
Yeah, the people sitting around us was pretty nice.
Yeah, some of the fans were excited too.
Fans were excited. I mean, there was a random dude at one point went up to me. He's like, "That's a lot of cans in them trash cans." Yeah, sure are, buddy.
But,
Yeah, good observation.
yeah, everybody around us was real friendly, and found some people from Yadkinville and some from Moorville and
Which
all
there was
that.
this one person before the truck race started. He was just like,
And like he pointed, and everybody just started like,
"You're in the race."
like this weird wave thing. Yeah, it was fun. But the truck race.
But that's the biggest crowd I have ever seen in a truck
Yeah.
race.
I think Matt DiBenedetto said that.
Yeah, it's like
I can't remember
you
which
go to a
driver. I
truck
think it was
race,
him.
it might be, I don't know if it's 50%.
Yeah.
You know, but man, the seats were full.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, besides the seat that was in front of us, which we liked it because we had to sit our feet there.
That guy come with his kids and he left. And
After they ate.
I was just walking around. So.
We'll get to that part later.
And then the racing action from the truck race. We had Corey Heim on pole, which he did pretty well the first couple laps. I thought him and Hocevar was the strength of the field. Larson kind of struggled at the very beginning of this.
He seemed kind of struggled a little bit, and I watched Christopher Bell some, and he seemed like he wasn't moving a whole lot. We had a caution early on, and I think that changed up the strategy.
Yeah, and we had some great battles throughout the field. I mean, it was an enjoyable race to watch in person. I'm not sure how TV made it look, but like in person, I mean, there was some great battles. There was like beating and banging. There was, some people trying to use the high side, which didn't really work out for them, but
some people wrecked.
Yeah.
Some people used the bumper.
Yeah, definitely. It's just a one group track. You just everybody try to get to the low line, and if you get stuck on the outside, you're just dead in the water, just waiting for somebody to let you in. You just like
it's like you're
somebody
in
that busy
traffic.
the intersection is like, hey, is somebody let me in? But yeah, the racing was great. The ones on new tires, I mean, they can come through the field, they make some moves, and some good
And then
battles.
Larson won, which that means I won.
Larson got the win. We got to see.
We got to see him in the elevator.
Lifted into victory lane, so that victory lane is pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
I think got one of the coolest victory lanes in NASCAR.
And then me and him and our mom walked down.
Yeah, they said I was going to the bathroom, and I never seen them again.
We walked to the bathroom.
So I was here stuck with the bags.
Okay, North Wilkesboro is good on this, okay? We was going to the bathroom, and then we came back, and then there was because that was like the entrance right there to where the drivers were going, and the motor coaches were right there. So you got to see drivers.
Going back and forth.
Yep, going back and forth. I saw Noah go again. I was like, but he didn't stop. And then when he came back, he stopped. Here's the photos.
Emily got to hug Noah Gregson.
Whoa!
Hug him. And then I got a photo with him.
So yes, Noah is really great with the fans. That's why I think a lot of fans like Noah, because he's just a normal guy. Just want to say hey and hang out.
And then I saw him again on his bike 2 times.
Yeah, and got to meet a couple drivers.
Yes,
A couple autographs.
He got Larson's.
Yeah.
Yeah, some drivers just get on the golf cart and just zoom on by, and don't even look
Yep.
at you, don't even wave at you. But there's some of them that will take their time to sign autographs, and I think that's one that makes NASCAR fans come back.
And I think from having experience at Bristol, Charlotte, Martinsville, and a couple others, I think North Wilkesboro is the best for
Because, like,
fan interaction
You can
or
like
driver interaction, things like that, and just accessibility. It seemed like there weren't really superstars there, and it seemed like there was just like normal people.
now some acted like they were super.
Kind of felt like you was going to a high school football game, and like the drivers were your buddies, whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of a different experience.
Which also I didn't know I was gonna be able to meet Noah.
Yes.
I was like, I'm not gonna meet him, but then here I am.
And we're sorry for all the no video footage of that, because he left the camera.
Because I was going to the bathroom, I was like, well, there's no footage that you can get there that would be suitable for
You was wrong.
You won't go see a Porta John?
Which also we saw Larson's trophy up close.
Yeah, so I wish I would have brought it down there, but
But while they was down there meeting everybody, I was up there tending to everybody's stuff and looking out across the track, and I think I got a couple of helicopter shots, and you always wonder how they get all these trucks in there and how they get out.
And also
I'll video that for you right here.
we was right there close to him, which I didn't like the ones with the train horns because it was right at my ear.
Yeah, a couple of them seemed like they was gonna run into each other, but they got out there pretty quick.
yeah. And then hours of doing that, and then it started to rain a little bit.
Yes, because we had to wait 3-4 hours.
3 hours,
Which
3.5,
mostly,
pretty much.
we was just down there all the time.
Yeah, so we had to wait for the heat races to start. Because we can't just leave then.
Yeah.
But then it started sprinkling rain a little bit. So I tried to cover everything up so it wouldn't get wet. Which it wasn't raining real bad, just a little misty rain.
So they was able to get some wet weather tires on these cars and got to send them out and had the lights on the back, and it actually performed pretty good.
Yes, I gotta say NASCAR did their homework on these. I mean, I'm giving a bunch of thumbs up for NASCAR on this one. And the wet weather tires were awesome. And, I mean, they can't run when it's raining, but I think it just started misting to have an opening there. So, I mean, they were fast. I mean, they had no fall off or anything. And, if your car was handling good, I mean, you was a Superman out there.
Yeah, I think maybe some tracks need to have like a sprinkler system out there. Sprinkle some water, go on a couple laps, and then sprinkle it again, go on a couple laps.
Yeah, NASCAR's have a, what would you call that? Sprinkle race?
I
mean,
sprinkle race.
I mean, it was fun, because the track has some moisture in it, and a lot of drivers, they asked how the track conditions were. Some of them wanted dry tires, some of them wet weather tires. And I guess they all had to agree because NASCAR said, when you're coming in this caution here, you're going to get these tires.
Yeah.
So, put on a good race for the heat races.
Yeah, so not really too much action up front, but like throughout the pack, it was pretty crazy. So,
yeah, during the heat races, you really couldn't pass a whole lot.
yeah.
I mean, you could push them off the corner, but you couldn't get a run on them. Like in the truck race, you could, they could bump a little bit and they go up the groove and you can get a good run. But it was a fun race.
I do think for the next gen they still need to work on the short track package, but they still have some time to do that. I would love to see a full length race here. For the Cup race, I think the All-Star race was, some things they need to work on there, but if they had like a full length race, we had to get to see some like tire strategies, stuff like that. It'd be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how loose they were out there, and the handles the issue, this worn out track, and I don't know if it's a resurface thing or not.
I think they just need to repave the top, allow a second groove up there, but leave the bottom. The bottom's great.
Yeah.
And then we went back to our driver thing.
Well, I got to say, once the race was over, and they started playing music, and then the lights started dancing with the music, I'm like, holy cow! I've never seen this at a track before. This is amazing. This is
which I think it's cool. Like during the race at nighttime, like if it was if a caution, the lights went yellow, like all the lights.
Yeah.
And then
that'd be crazy.
That would be cool.
No, it would happen. Did you not see it?
Yeah.
Like it happened.
It happened. It happened. You see it?
That'd be cool. It was.
I must have missed that.
Like in the infield, like
Okay.
the lights in the infield, like it shined.
Oh, that's cool.
You didn't
See,
notice that?
Emily noticed things.
And then when it went back to
Sorry,
green, it
sorry I
went
missed
green.
that.
Okay. I have to look back at my photo.
We have to look back and see what happened.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool light dance there. And then we had to take a walk. Well, actually, we stopped again, get some more driver interactions. Saw Ross Chastain.
Which thing is, it's hard to hate him because he
He's
walked
such a
all
nice
the
guy.
way.
Ross is such a nice guy.
He walked to everybody.
I mean,
He signed
he-
my hat.
A lot of drivers walk up, they go up on this side or
He gave
that
you a
side.
fist bump.
But Ross, he come up, he started on one side, went all the way up, went down the other side.
Because other drivers, they just like went one side.
So I got to say that for Ross. I mean, he's really great with the fans, really nice. So,
I don't know. Should I go for the guys? Should I not? I don't know. He confuses me.
yeah, so,
I think he confuses himself.
He doesn't know who he is. He's good to us, but bad to the drivers.
He's nice until he puts the helmet on and it's go time.
And his eyes turn red and gets possessed by something.
He turns into Miles the Monster.
Yeah, track experience is amazing. I think if they can like fix some things with the next gen, I think this would be a place to host the championship race at if they can fix them.
Oh wow, that'd be a big championship race with it.
Yeah, I mean, fix the
or at least
upper groove,
or at least put it in the playoffs.
Yeah, fix that upper groove, and then we have some like tire like. You know, if you go on the upper groove, get a better run, but on the bottom, yeah, you might run the faster lane, but you'll degrade your tires more. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, Martinsville's still one groove track. So.
Yeah, I mean, it could be Martinsville, but with an upper groove.
Yeah. So, yeah, the North Wilkesboro is an incredible race. Great venue. I mean, it's just amazing to see him come back like that.
So we did have some questions about which track is better to go to, North Wilkesboro or Charlotte.
Well,
I think right now for like the on-track experience, like watching a race, I think Charlotte. But as far as like going there and experience and just
meeting drivers,
just the atmosphere that's in North Wilkesboro.
Definitely so.
And staff, Charlotte.
Yeah. So
they're a little nicer.
We did make the bus back in time before the 10:30 mark, and got to ride back. And really, the traffic
was smooth. I mean,
I don't think we ran into any traffic. Really.
Charlotte, you need to do this. Use the shuttle program.
Yeah, I don't know if it will work at Charlotte, but
I felt like sleeping.
But I think NASCAR should look in maybe busing people in at Charlotte. But I don't know if it causes the ticket price to go up.
I don't know. Probably. Yeah. So don't do that.
Don't. We want to keep going.
But yeah, that was
our...
our...
bus driver was really nice.
Yeah. So we have some nice staff there.
I mean, most things we've got to say about North Wilkesboro is really great. So
yeah.
Besides the staff.
The staff and a little bit of the racing. So it was kind of on the negative side, but
I think it's cool. I think the coolest thing at North Wilkesboro is sitting there, and the evening goes down, and you can just look off into the mountains and see the clouds. And
my favorite part was Noah Gregson. I saw him 6 times that day.
So that was our experience at North Wilkesboro. We hope you enjoyed this video, and let us know what you think about this vlog style, like where we kind of narrate our day and show some of the footage. Yes. See if would you rather have that or have the normal way that we used to do them. So let us know. We can make adjustments for sure.
Thank you for North Wilkesboro. Thank you NASCAR, and the show that you put on.
And thank you Noah Gregson.
I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you for our Charlotte vlog coming up next week.
It's not going to be exciting.
That's excitement. No. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you there.